Manticore's arms are human arms, but they're also bat wings. So I was working with an animator who had an idea of how he wants this thing to work. And my job was to actually make rig work in the way he wanted it to work. And the solution was I want to have one control that basically makes it look good. So this is a prototype of the wing rig. So here's the main control, and it sort of allows you to move the whole character around. This would be sort of half the body of the Manticore here, and the wing starts with this human-like arm. We could make lots of controls to animate this wing, but animator really wanted to have a single control that would just do exactly what they want. And this control became this guy, this large control in the middle of the wing. So I'll show you a little bit what it can do. So this control can basically mimic the billowing of the wing itself. This animation itself, just be able to pull this up and down and move it around any way you want, drives secondary controls that allow animators to do more precise animations. So that was the really big breakthrough for us, to create something that allows animators animate without having to break it or struggle with many FK controls. And so we're planning to use this rig for pretty much every creature we have that uses bat-like wings. So hopefully going forward, this rig will work for many years to come.
When I first saw the concept art, I thought, holy shit. I thought I was going to have a lot of trouble making this guy move. Izzy's probably one of the best draftsmen I've ever seen, and so he had all these beautiful drawings. And of course we went with the most challenging design, as we do. Probably the most complicated rig I've seen here outside of the Poseidon fight. The Manticore, he's got all of these tail joints that move around. He's also got this stretchy little pelvis here. We can move up and down. On top of that, he's got all of these wing controls right here. And you can see there's these diamond shapes, and what they do is kind of control where this thing flexes. But for extra control, we've also got these other joints that come in here, and they can actually rotate just to finesse it a little bit. So all of those things included, it's probably 3 or 4 times as complex as Kratos' rig. It's such a strange design, really having a hard time wrapping my head around it. It's not until we actually start to break the guy down and hurt him that I started to enjoy animating him. Once he's on the ground, folds up those wings. We had to do a lot of trickery with the wings just to get them to work. You can see the size of these right now is actually a lot smaller than when they're in the air, because we're actually scaling the joints down. When we had the wings bigger, they were way out here, so you couldn't quite read what was going on. It's still hard. It's so unique and it's so foreign. People tend to recognize things through silhouette, and this just is completely alienating. When he's on the ground, he's got another tail strike. Tail looks good. He's got another move where he goes to the air and claps his wings. That knocks the player back.